Hey guys, Javier here with the real Javier Novo, and we're doing this special segment of answers with Javier. And I had a question in one of the comments on our video that's been received pretty well. It's called the Don't Do Jack method for rapid results. If you have not seen that video, I recommend you watch it. I will put a link in the description, but it's basically the blueprint, guys, for manifesting anything that you want. And the first step is always hardcore do nothing, because the premise is if it's an intention worth having, then you don't know what to do anyway. At least your left brain, your rationally focused individual consciousness does not know what to do. It does not know the steps. That is given to a higher consciousness. That is given to the Father, so to speak. So you don't do anything in the beginning stages. And I explained it and broke it down quite elegantly in that video. And I got a comment question, and this is from one of our subscribers. And they said, "Thank you, this definitely makes sense." And thank you, that's what we try to do. And we're trying to make the videos now on this channel more geared toward practicality. Of course, I still have to give you a little bit of theory, but I want to show you how to do this. I want to actually demonstrate it for you so that you can take it immediately, start making major changes in your life. Again, this has to work for the person that just got laid off from his job. This has to work from the person who just got a scary diagnosis and has not perhaps had a heavy background in philosophy or theology or manifestation, spirituality, anything like that. So we want to make it practical. Of course, we will still have videos because I'm always interested in the philosophy. I'm always interested in the mechanics of it, but I want to focus now on practicality. So the commenter says, also maybe a bit off topic, remember, guys, all is one, and we are experiencing the oneness through interiorism, so nothing's off topic. This is life. It's about life. It is wisdom, guys. It is philosophy, philosophia, the love of wisdom, and that penetrates all of life. So there's no question it's off topic. They say, but what do you think about saying that you are going to get what you want versus saying that you already have it? Including when it comes to the topic of this video of not doing jack, because when I put it in future tense like that, I can feel this already a done deal in a sense, even if I am also, I guess, making it into a process by putting it in the future. Whereas often if I say it in the present tense, I just feel resistance and delusional because I know I clearly don't have it right now. So only saying that I'm going to get what I want can make me feel better and like it is actually true, and vice versa. So a lot of this verbosity in the manifestation community, it's a big thing, guys. How to say something. What should I say? And there's a current YouTube expounder of these principles whom I really like. And he talks about the fact that, or he sarcastically says, what? Am I going to teach you English? Meaning that affirmation is something that should come natural because whatever language you speak, whether it's English or Spanish or Arabic, you can use that language. It's not a big deal. Now, the reason why these things are a deal, how should I say it, is because people like Neville Goddard and so on and so forth, trying to capture a vibrational resonance, or resonance rather, started saying things like, do not say it will happen or I will have it, because you're holding yourself from having that. But like the questioner said, and this may or may not be true, and we'll sort of parse the question, but like the questioner said, a lot of people, when they say, I will have something, it is already a done fact. Like, for example, many times we say, I'm going to go out to a restaurant and eat tonight. And there's like no doubt in your mind that you're going to do that. So it is already a done fact. And we can actually classify this that the process for getting there is actually something that we're already in because we know that we can get it. So the answer to your question, subscriber here, is it depends on the level of embodiment that you have of that desire and of the frequency of that desire when you say that. I hope you understand me just a little bit. So if I say I'm going to just, dominate in this business, if you feel revved up and if you feel that you're in the state of someone who is dominating in that business, then the words don't matter, guys. And I would like you all to gravitate towards this because, again, on this channel, we go to the highest level of the manifestation hierarchy. Remember, there's the level of being one with all, right? There's that highest level of oneness. And on that, there is no law of attraction. There is no law of assumption. There are no laws. You are the law. And indeed, Seth, that spiritual entity that was channeled by Jane Roberts, said, there's only one law. You make the law. There's only one rule. You make the rules. Because in that highest aspect, you make the rules. And it includes everything that's under it. So it includes law of attraction, law of assumption. Meaning this. What does this mean, guys? It means that if you just focus on the fact that you are the player of the game instead of a character in the video game, of course, you're going to know yourself and see yourself as a character in that game. But if you know that you are actually the player behind that character, then you can play the game, but you know in the end you're going to get what you want. All you need to do is focus on being the player of that game. And how do you do that? You simply give yourself what you want in the future now. So let's just say that this questioner wants a sum of money. Let's say they're talking about the fact that they won $1,000. I don't know what this questioner wants. So, of course, in law of attraction, you're going to be worried about, am I wording it right? Because I need to attract it to me. Is my vibration weird? Because if I say it in the present tense, I'm really feeling delusional, blah, blah, blah. You can bypass all of that by simply going within and saying, you know what? I don't care what I believe. I don't care what I feel, because guys, feelings, as Abraham Hicks talks about, are indicators. They're indicators of whether you're in the vibration, but they're not the vibration itself. So if you just keep hitting that imaginal scene in that state, do you see what I'm saying? If you keep going to the state, let's say about this $1,000, you just simply imagine yourself with $1,000, you don't believe it. You imagine yourself again with $1,000, you don't believe it. You keep doing that, guys, enough times. As Neville Goddard said, it's about frequency. It is not about intensity necessarily. It's about frequency. Then eventually that resistance within you is going to break down anyway. So you could go to the level of law of attraction and try to feel better and so on and so forth. But all you're doing there is keeping yourself separate from what you want and then trying to get there through a path. But if you simply focus on already having what you want, and that means being in the state of what you want, guys, then you don't have to worry about all of these word games. So I say, do whatever feels comfortable for you. And let's do it right now, guys. It only takes 2 minutes or even less than that. Let's do it right now. So what I want you to do, I want you to just take a deep breath. And then a deep breath out. And what you can do is you can sort of close your eyes and you can look up into the horizon. When you lift your eyelids like that, almost immediately your body and your brain goes into an alpha state. And this is the state that the secret societies called wealth waves. They called beta waves, which are the normal waking, left brain, logical, and somewhat worried, trying to figure it out waves. They called those slave waves or poverty waves. Now, right now, if you're doing this with me, you're in wealth waves. So now anything that you want is coming to you quickly, easily, and effortlessly. And so what you can do now is you can very simply bring to your mind what it is that you want when you're saying all these affirmations like, I have it now, or I will have it. Are you clear on what you want? If you're not clear, by the way, that's okay too. But get clear on what you want, guys, so that you can actually start practicing this. Now, it's perfectly fine to generally manifest also, but get very clear on what you want. If you are clear, keep, being in this meditation, being in this alpha state. Now, try to bring some very simple imaginal scene or some statement. It could be anything within your inner world that would guarantee to you that you have that or you've already gotten it. Even Neville talks about the fact that you can actually hear the room telling you, you have it now. You have it now. You can hear the sky telling you. This doesn't have to be a quote unquote realistic thing, because remember, all possibilities are alive within you. So bring some scene that you have it now. Like, for example, the $1,000. See the $1,000 in your bank account. And now just sort of feel that and say thank you. Now, you're going to feel resistance within, especially the first few times you do this. Don't worry about that. Just drop right back into that scene and say, you know what? Thank you. Thank you, Father. You can say, thank you, Father. I now have it. Let any resistance be in the background. That is not creative, guys. That resistance does not create anything. You create. So just allow it to be there. Yeah, that's a possibility, but I'm choosing the possibility of the fact that I already have the $1,000 in my account. And then just say, thank you, Father. And then you can open your eyes. Now, you can do this for as long as you want. Sometimes you could do it for hours. You could do it for 2 minutes. Know that it does not have to be more than a few seconds, guys, and you already have it. Now just live your life as if you have that. When you think about that thing again, and you might feel resistance, well, where is it? Just tell yourself, I already have that. Thank you. And then stop thinking, guys. Be completely present. Be in the now. And then when your awareness increases, you're going to be more aware of everything that's already unfolding around you that is showing you that you have that. It's what Neville called birds before land. You have it now, guys, and there's actually evidence all around you that you're not seeing because your reticular activation system of the brain is filtering it all out. Because why? Because you're not aware, you're not present. Be present, guys. Stop thinking so much. Stop trying to use your left rational brain to get it and bring it to you. So it doesn't matter what you say. I will have it. I do have it. I had it. You are the one who makes the rules. My rule is whatever, even if I say I don't have it. Remember, Neville had the I will not climb a ladder technique, the not technique. And that works. You can say, I don't have it. And by doing so, you diminish the importance of it, and you'll still get it, guys. The point is, you already have it, and you will see it no matter what. So let's stop parsing verbiage and get to work. Till very soon, guys. This is Javier with much love.